take a look at number 12, which is very similar to number 11. So I'm hoping it'll help you out with that one. All right, the number of crimes that occurred in a certain city per 1,000 people had decreased from 45.3 in 1920 to 45 in 1935. Find the average rate of change in the number of crimes per people that occurred from 1920 to 1935. So some keywords that I'm looking at is whenever I see average rate of change, that's synonymous, that's the same as slope. So right away, I'm going to write down my slope formula. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. Okay. Now, in order to use slope, I need 2 points, right? So I have to figure out what those 2 points are. So I can see right here that they're giving me this, those 2 pieces of data, and then that they're giving me these 2. All right, so remember, if you're not sure which one goes for the X and which one goes for the Y, it's usually time that's the X value, right? So I'm actually going to put the 1920 as the X and the 45.3 as the Y. And then I'm going to put time as the X and the 45 as the Y. So you've got to know the time is the independent variable, the X value, okay? Otherwise you might write these wrong. So now, once I've got that all set up, I feel really comfortable with doing this process that we've done a few times now. So here we go. Y2 minus Y1 over X2 minus X1. Now, the other word that was important was decrease. This tells me my slope is going to be negative, whatever, when I get done. So it's nice to have that little hint, okay? All right, so, and it is right here, I'm going to get negative 0.3 on the top. And 1935 minus 1920 would be 15. Now we're going to need to use our calculator because we can't have the denominator being 15 and the decimal fraction combo not allowed, right? So we're going to go ahead and just put this into our calculator, 0.3, and oops, what am I doing? This 0.3, and then 15. And by the way, it's negative. Okay. 0.02, negative, right? Okay. So I'm turning it into this decimal because we don't want the decimal fraction combo and the direction said round to the nearest 100. So that's a clue that they want us to go with decimals on this, okay? So this means that the number of crimes for every 1,000 people went down, right? The average 0.02. Okay, that's per 1,000. Okay, so let me go ahead and put negative 0.02 in. The average rate of change was negative 0.02. Crimes, where is it, per 1,000 people? Thousands of people, no. Crimes per 1,000 people. Clear? There we go. All right, so hopefully that helps you with, what is this, number 12. Thanks, guys.